Hello there and good morning. This is the b7 weakness in the Scandinavian, and it's a trap which certainly is not as obvious as it looks. After e4, d5, white takes on d5, and rather than capture with the queen, black tries knight f6. We've looked at variations where white tries to hold on to the pawn with the move c4, and in the Scandinavian gambit there are many traps where white pays dearly. d4 is more solid, and after black recaptures, white can continue with an Alekhine defense type of idea with c4, and the knight drops back to b6. White supports the center with knight f3, and logical, although perhaps incorrect, is bishop g4, pinning that knight. Well, here white has a really decent try. Move c5, hitting the knight again on b6. Well, it turns out that the knight really should drop back to d7, and after white plays bishop e2, white has a comfortable game. However, what could be more natural for black after c5? To run the knight to d5. That's a great central outpost, and there's going to be no pawns hassling the knight coming from the c file or the e file. That knight looks pretty solid on d5. However, white gets close to what even looks like a decisive position, a decisive advantage with queen b3. And I really fail to see any decent defenses for black. It seems the most innocuous of threats, the threat on b7, but black doesn't really have too much going for him at this stage. With the queen to defend b7 with queen c8, then it simply drops the knight on d5. And if black tried b6, then we're going to get knight e5 coming in, and that's hitting the bishop now on g4. And there's a lot of weaknesses on the white squares, which are going to be exploited soon by this bishop coming to b5, and black doesn't seem to have much to do here. If the bishop now that's attacked drops back to f5, we will have bishop b5 check, and it looks like game over. Any piece that interposes now on d7 is going to drop the knight on d5. So, looking at this position as well in the database, I note that it appeared after queen b3 118 times, much more than I had imagined, with many GMs playing this as white, with an exceptionally high percentage win rate. So we'll look at that again. In this position, c5, knight d5, queen b3, with a well over +1 score for white and a huge percentage win rate. So this has been the b7 weakness in the Scandinavian. Hope you found it informative. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.